Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Disco Elysium. Can you see, look how eager I am to make this video. The game is literally just loading up. But I just thought, let's start. Let's start because I recorded an episode yesterday, which is out now, which is episode 23. Had a bit of a issue at the end where I went to the wrong scene and was looking at a dog. Anyway, I think that was resolved, and hopefully that was okay for those of you that watched it. And then I had a few free hours this afternoon, and I was thinking maybe I'll see if anybody's about to play some games, or maybe I should actually do some other work, admin, or some other bits and bobs. Maybe I should go for a walk. And I thought, I just want to play more Disco Elysium. I really want to get into it, and I want to make progress, and I want to make progress on the case. And I have a fear that I'm going to get into this, and I'm going to do some side missions, and I'm going to get stuck in some very long conversations, and I'll barely achieve anything. But hopefully I'm going to make some progress on the case. If you have left a comment on the previous video or given me any tips or advice, I won't have seen it yet because that video for me was only released a couple of hours ago. So I don't think I've had any comments yet because people haven't had a chance to actually watch it. But thank you for any advice and comments. I appreciate it as always. And yeah, is this going to be a 2-episode week? I don't know. I don't know when this one's going to go out. But thanks for watching. Let's play the game, and let's not mess up with my scenes again this time. I think the trick is to make sure that I've got my OBS screen visible so I can see what's actually recording. There's my quick save. Let's get in. As always, we'll have a little... We'll have a little reminder of the tasks. I'll turn off the camera so we can have a look at what we're up to. Can't do them. Can't do that yet. I should go and properly investigate what I need to be able to do to get that second signature. I can't quite remember. It might be that I need to wait until I can get some other points, until I can skill up. Can't do this until Kim's gone to bed. We could read some books to pass the time. Attempted this last time but failed. So need to maybe get some more skill points for that. Who knows? I don't know who this rich person's going to be yet. Maybe it will get presented to me. I thought maybe the guy with the sun. It sounded like he was rich. Is Everard really rich? Maybe when we go back to Everard, I'll be able to tick off a few things. So maybe this is a focus today. We'll see. Rich people again, and then missing insects. So I need to speak to Kuno, and I need to speak to local kids. So let's speak to Kuno, and then we'll head back over there. We'll speak to the old woman and the local kids. That's what we're going to do. I haven't spoken to Kuno for a while. Do I miss Kuno? No, of course I don't. Oh, stuck on the bush. Come on.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Okay. Figure out what's going on. Not much chance of that. You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
Ah, so Kuno does know and is interested in it.
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
Right. I've tried being nice to them in the past and it hasn't worked, but then I've tried being harsh to them in the past and it hasn't worked. So let's say, what's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Oh, for God's sake.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
All right, Kuno. Right. Find out the real reason why the trap was empty. Local kids might know. Okay, let's head back over there, shall we? Speak to local kids and speak to the old lady just to double check what we need to be doing. Old lady, straight away. Look at this, we're
Our tenant, the policeman.
bashing
I
stuff
hope the
out.
waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
We need to put points into suggestion. So, oops. We need to get some XP. So let's go and we'll have to... sorry, everyone. Sorry, I don't know how to control this game. The camera! I haven't turned my camera back on. See, all that, having my OBS over here. And I didn't even notice. I did just glance over just now. I'm so sorry. I pulled some of the best faces I've pulled in 23 episodes during that little period when I wasn't on screen. And you were all watching going, oh no, he's forgotten. Anyway, we're here now. Let's speak to the local kids. All you missed were my reactions to Kuno. Here we go.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
We've said all this. Okay. Children are stupid.
You're stupid.
I'm just going to leave now. I'm going to leave and not talk to you anymore.
Just a second ago, the first one was laughing. Now he's doing something with his lips and his gap tooth. It looks like he's sad because you're going, or who knows, really.
Just say bye. Right, so those aren't the correct local kids. Damn, have we actually seen any other kids? Should we see... What about the kid in here? Is this actually local enough to the traps? Anything more to say?
Hello, mister.
No.
Bye.
Thanks.
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall.
Where? What? Where? It looks like a sofa bed leaning against the wall. Is it under here? We just can't see it. Try to sneak up to the phasmid, leap towards the phasmid and clasp it in your hands. Ignore the sighting. I'm not ignoring it. I'm going to leap towards it.
It's not the phasmid.
Oh.
It's not even organic.
Oh.
It's a fire iron.
Oh.
How disappointing.
Was it this? Oh. This is why I kept trying to be a scientist instead of a cop. Of course it wasn't the phasmid. It's way too big.
Don't be too hard on yourself. You couldn't have known that for sure. And besides, finding this phasmid is your special destiny. You can feel it.
Oh dear. Give it a rest for now. Okay, well it's not over yet. At least there was some phasmid-based content in here. Let's look for some other local children, I guess. Where have we seen... Do you think I can speak to the child of the guy? Because they were nearby. I don't think there are any children around here. Let's have a little look. No. Just running around with my plastic bag out. Any tear? No. Okay, let's go round. Don't think it's worth going in the church. I don't think there's anything that we can do in the church at the minute. We can't get in this door over here. At some point we'll probably have to. Let's look in this box. Oh, for rhetoric. That's good. That's going to be handy. We didn't have anything for rhetoric before. Take the money. Nice. I keep doxing all my mates. I'm going to try and press shift while I'm running. Is there no other way around? What's this? World what rises to your south, it casts a long shadow over you. Okay. Can't get around there. Can't even do that. Okay. Okay. I like that that's kind of hidden to get to. Go round. Should we see if we can speak to the kid of the guy? Are they still here? Yes. See if we can get anything else out of them.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside?
No. I won't even try. You know,
Takes his glasses off.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
Oh.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe some other small talk.
Can you still shoot, though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I pass my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
Cool. Right, come on, local kid. Give me some info.
Hello again.
Should we just ask for some money?
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
He's not gonna give you... No.
No, we're going to ask.
Come on. You need the money.
Maybe.
If it's not a thing, he can give you some.
Maybe this is the route to actually being able to do those other tasks. Although I still get a feeling that it's Everard that we need to speak to about those, but who knows?
Oh no, I don't have it on me, officer. I was talking in more general terms.
Oh.
I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around the lesser-known parts of our hometown. It wouldn't be wise to carry huge amounts of cash on such expeditions.
Not that he would have to worry about being robbed. He looks surprisingly buff. Does he work out?
Do you work out?
I do some Lomantang stick fighting now and then.
How often?
Lomantang stick fighting is a little like a Berolidin addiction. I've been practicing it for nearly 20 years now, so you could say that my doses have grown a little peculiar.
Wait, what does this man know about Pyrrolidon addiction?
This happens so much, you just go into a conversation wanting to ask something and get some particular information to help with a task you've got, and then you end up going down a rabbit hole of other stuff. So what is it, twice a week then, every other day? Man, it's difficult to stay on the right topic with you.
Dad's fighting with sticks every night after dinner for 4 hours. He has a special room for that and a special costume.
That's right, Mikhail. It also has a meditative quality. Helps to clear my head. But anyway.
Yeah, bye. Do you guys know any local kids? Let's just leave, actually. Where are their local kids? There weren't any kids here, but maybe there will be now when we come round. Let's have a little run round and see if we spot anybody else. Let's press shift. Ooh, that's the one we checked. Should we have a look at it again?
There's nothing else to do.
Okay. Nothing else going on. Nothing here as well. This is it. Okay, let's go back into the town then. Do you think it's local kids back over in Revachol? Revachol? Back over on the Martinez waterfront. Could well be. We'll have a little look for kids down here. Because these are the only two we've seen, I think. We've got the homeless people, we've got the old woman. No more children around here. Child in there. Didn't help us. We need skill points. So we need to be doing stuff. So we need to find some kids to speak to. Let's walk all the way back. Because there might be some other bits that we've missed. On people that we haven't interacted with. Is the crossing here? Guys, but it feels like ages since I've been here. How am I doing for money? Do I need to sell anything? Nah, I think we're okay. Spoken to them before. Spoken to them before. Spoken to him. I'm sure there are other conversations we could be having, but right now I'm just looking for more local kids. They're not going to be up here, are they? Again, it feels like ages since we were here. There's only so many people you can interact with here. Okay, back to the bookshop. And if nothing... Oh, ah, shit. Okay, sorry. Let's go back and have that thought. Clicked the wrong thing. Oh, no, I didn't. Wasn't helpful at all. Back over towards the bookshop. Is there a child? There is this child. This counts as a local child. Let's try.
Hello again, sir.
Okay, I'm going to introduce something now. 58%. So this is composure. So we may as well try to sort out. May as well try to do this. Let's try and improve our composure. I wish it would let you do that in the middle of conversations. Have I got anything that has affected my composure so far? No. Also, there's probably a way of like knowing, like gloves. You know, like it's only things you put on your legs can help with composure or something. Windbreaker, composure up. Excuse me, everybody. Little hiccup. And the shoes give me better composure. Right, we're going to pass this. Here we go.
Hello again, sir.
Oof.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Hey, why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going.
You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them.
What are we going to learn?
The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
Just be nice. It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
There were a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
You think so? Fine, do better. Deduce something about me.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching.
Intensely not flinching.
Takes effort.
Wait, how do you know I'm usually not? Yeah, about that, maybe you could point me towards some booze, and I'm having a grand time. I'm also sad and my head hurts.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar. Somehow, there's something you're missing.
Yes, look at this. What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
So, you know me. We've met before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, telling people the end of the world is coming. I don't really understand what you mean by it.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
What do you mean better? I look like shit.
Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
Oh.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
Party eyes?
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Sorry, my watch. I got a little low on my watch, and then I realised my watch has been locked all day. Certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics?
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that.
I really don't like this detective deduction game anymore, thanks. Let's say that.
I guess we can change the subject, sir. I didn't mean to bring you down.
There we go. 10 XP from that little interaction. Didn't make any progress in any areas that I actually want to make progress in. Let's read a book. Let's read about birds and
A cockatoo.
see. I'm going to fly through this.
You're right. Not great. You're right. Not great for the neighbors. Perhaps the most in the words of poet. Perhaps the most in the words of poet. Despite its
How much time is this
where to
taking?
even begin? Pet owners also report.
Sorry
it is
to
not
people
recommended
watching. This
to
probably
get
isn't
a
great.
cockatoo if you're not able to. You're right. This is a yellow. Despite its banging name, where to even begin? Pet owners also. It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if. Pet owners. Or it is not recommended.
I'd like to apologise for that little section there, everybody. That was awful to watch. It's not really getting through the time that quickly. What did that do? 2 hours? Hour and a half? Have I ever clicked on these gates?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Visual calculus. Right, here we go. Let's see what I can do with visual calculus. Nothing is affecting it negatively at the minute. Visual calculus -1 for that. +1 for that jacket. Like it. Why are these ones orange, by the way? Come on. Surely some glasses are good for visual calculus. Yes, that's +1. That's +2. Get those glasses on. There we go. We just did 3 extra points. This should
You see a set of tire tracks.
72. Come on.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber.
Now this is police work. Look at that. That's cool.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles. Does that mean the tiles in the floor? Okay.
And then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. Why that pang of guilt again? The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
This is where I started off with my motor carriage before sinking it in the sea. Oh, so it was me.
No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was giving us directions to the yard. Well, you did provide us with a very convenient access point to the crime scene.
Exactly. No XP. No XP from that. Come on. I suppose XP only seems to come from actually doing tasks and conversations and stuff, not from interacting with elements. How many things have I leveled up since we've been here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Have I done it right? Have I made good decisions? Almost certainly not, let's face it. Some good decisions.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps.
Okay. I just wondered if I could do any other stuff. These are still local children, but Kuno didn't give us any information. But let's talk to this local child, Kuno S.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
You there, Oh, but I read that as Blenderface. Why did I read that as Blenderface? You there, Blenderface. I think that's quite a good insult. Like the face has been put through a blender. You there, blender face.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody.
You get your face bloody
I'm
when I
not
put it through a
here,
blender.
Pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see.
Oh, get away. I don't know what other local children there are. Let's have a look at my tasks again. Am I stuck? Find out the real reason the trap was empty. Local kids might know. I don't know who the local kids are. We need a rich person. Should we just go back and... Are we just going to go back and chat to... I'm trying to remember how I actually get there now. To the other side. We can go this way, can't we? Should we go and speak to Everett? I haven't got the signatures, but we haven't been over there for ages. We can go this way, can't we? Come on. Also, sometimes when you go into new places you've already been, you see new people. How do I get up here? Okay. Wait, is this going to make me do the jump again? Or can I just go in a door? Shit. This isn't the way, is it? I did this... Oh, God. Now we've got to go back under. Sorry, everybody. I like this room. The big pig head. So at time of recording, I'm doing my big charity walk tomorrow. It's Friday and I'm doing it on Saturday. 26.2 miles, a whole marathon. Walking it, so it's not going to be the hardest thing ever. But it is going to be walking for like 10 hours. Non-stop. Well, that's not true. I'm going to stop and have lunch. The event that we're doing, they give... there's like sandwiches and stuff halfway through, and then at the end you get a hot meal, which is nice. I imagine I'll be kind of fine, but I reckon my right hip and maybe both my knees will be a bit sore by the end of it. It's just a long time to be doing anything really, any kind of like repetitive movement. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm doing it with 4 other friends, 4 very old friends. We're doing it for Calm, campaign against living miserably, and we're doing it because very, very sadly, a couple of years ago, I should probably give a little warning here that I'm going to talk about death and suicide. It's not necessarily what you're expecting when you come to watch this, but a couple of years ago I lost, we lost our best friend, one of our best friends, to suicide. And he was a supporter of Calm, and we have been big supporters of Calm since that awful, awful day, and before actually. But yeah, so we're raising money for Calm by doing this big charity walk, and we've done well. This isn't me pitching to try and get some donations, because we hit our target. We've made £2,500. We literally hit our target this morning, so very happy about that. Now we just got to do the walk. Right, let's see what happens if we have a chat with Everett. It's been a while. We haven't got the signatures.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
I mailed the signatures you asked me to get. Lie. Shall I lie? Tempting to see if I can skip having to get that second signature, but also... I don't know if that's a good idea. Are you going to ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
Man my age? What are you implying? I'm at the peak of my abilities.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Yeah, I don't know if we should lie. Can we go over a few details concerning the murder again?
Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you.
Everett, I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
Is that going to be good news, hopefully?
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Okay.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
Nah, I don't need it.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
There was a collection of colonial mugs there, and I found a similar mug. See, yeah, when we went into that place, I wasn't supposed to go in, but should we tell Everett I went in? Yeah.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
This weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are neat freaks. If you don't mind me saying so, I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Say nothing.
Of course, Harry. Stoic silence. I like that. Very befitting a police officer. I'm not a real detective. You are.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
Let's change the
By
subject.
all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
A couple of things about me.
Let's hear it, Harry.
No, we've done all this.
Of course, Harry.
Okay, and I'm not going to lie. So, should we just go back to Titus? We're not really getting very far, are we? But hopefully this has helped. Wish there was a quicker way of travelling around, rather than doing shift run or the double clicking. I suppose this is quite fast. They're running. Should we try this again?
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it's...
No, but we do have a rhetoric item, which was the polo shirt, which I'm now wearing. So rhetoric, we've got +1. That's all I've got. But I think that's gonna...
You're back before the cargo container.
Here we go.
Its draw has not lessened since you were last
Let's
here.
do it.
If anything, step aside, rank
Yes.
and file.
This is big. I'd kind of forgotten about this.
Of the VIP list here. That's right. Out of the way.
I'm pleased we tried this on the way through, because I'd kind of forgotten about needing to try this again.
Whoa. Watch it. How did he get in front? Little slime ball.
Let me in.
Thank you. Now, are you ready? It's time to make our entrance.
Hi, it's Savvy here. Savvy with 2 V's. I'm on the list, the guest list.
At first, your knock rings hollow on the door. And then... Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Mega rich, light bending guy. Yes! I was just thinking, is this going to be another episode where we've had a couple of these recently, where when I go to make the thumbnail for YouTube, I don't have any decent screenshots to take because all I'm doing is going around the same people. But no, we're about to meet mega rich, light bending guy, and we've got tasks to do with rich people, and I just hurt my shoulder. Got a slightly bad shoulder and I just tweaked it. Too much excitement, guys. Mega rich, light bending guy, how you doing? I like your picture.
You can't be serious.
In we go. Yes! Oh my god. What is this? Who's this? Is this somebody here? Can I talk to this person?
The man stands at the far end.
This is
of the
amazing.
shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital.
Capital.
The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review.
Squint.
Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo.
This looks so cool.
Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Wow.
Welcome. Savvy, was it? Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
Is this some sort of amazing... Is this like when I try and do an accent and it morphs into 3 or 4 different accents?
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
What you can see of his body appears composed in a sharp summer suit. Imagine if we just left. Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodore, investor, license holder,
Investor.
an extremely high net worth individual.
Yes.
And your name is Savvy, right?
We've hit the big time. This is the man who's going to make you rich. Always rely on your friendly neighborhood swindler.
I said I was going to try and get rich. I love capitalism. This is fantastic.
Mr. Diodore, I think there's been some confusion. His name is, in fact, not Savvy. Let's start over. I am Lieutenant Kim Kisoragi of the RCM, and this is my partner,
Harrier Dubois.
Pleasure to meet you, Harrier Dubois. I must admit, the name suits you very well.
How did you become so rich? What are you doing in this container? You're a rich investor, right? Can I have some money? Have you considered breaking into the local art market? So let's go through these. How did you become so rich?
Oh Lord, not this again.
What's the matter, Kim?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money.
I know.
And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is.
It might be Kim.
And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
Okay.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Graz. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
And blow.
What's it like being an extremely high net worth individual?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
You're right, capital accumulation is its own reward. Like it. Don't you think that you should use your great wealth for the glory of your fatherland? I wouldn't say that. You're a thief. People out there are working your ass. No, I wouldn't say that. It's great. You've done so well for yourself, but you don't think you owe some of that to the rest of society. No, obviously I'd say capital accumulation is its own reward.
Precisely, Mr. Dubois.
There we go.
You know, I hear people talk sometimes about economic equality and fairness, but tell me, where would we be without liberalism? In caves, whacking each other with bombs.
Preach.
A nightmare scenario, a world of slavery and violence. Which brings us back to the essential truth of modernism, where we are right now. The freedom of mankind can only be derived from the free flow of capital.
Man, being a high net worth individual sounds great.
It is truly. It's almost entirely carefree. It really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
There's something strange about you.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to put it. You just look different. Somehow a little different.
Are you talking about my chin?
No. I mean, I can't see you. Something's happening to the light.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient.
A what?
It's some statistical thing. In essence, it says that when an extremely low net worth individual meets an extremely high net worth individual, some of the laws of physics cease to apply.
Are you telling me that you are so rich that light literally bends around your face?
Among other things. But calm down. I'm but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
Really?
No, not really. There are actually quite many digits.
A man this chill is at least a triple-digit billionaire.
Oof. Kim, are you seeing this weird stuff?
I see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you. My container.
What are you doing in this container? This is like the first character in a while where I really want to ask all of the questions. There's been a couple along the way where I've been like, no, I just want to get to what we need to ask. And this is great. What are you doing in this container?
Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think.
Fun?
By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
We're in Martinez, the district of Revachol, the former capital of the world. We're in Martinez, there's a pretty good hostel here called the Welling in Rags. We're in Martinez, there's a cool church here. We're in Martinez, there's a creepy abandoned commercial area here. I don't really know.
What the detective means is that we are in Martinez, a sub-district of Jamrock in the capital city of Revachol.
Ah, Revachol. I remember walking its streets as a teenager. There used to be a bowling alley in Stella Maris. I wonder if it's still there. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money.
So you travel from place to place via shipping container.
Smart, you know? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to.
Just realised I haven't done a thought thing for a while.
Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois.
These things all sound pretty nice.
Don't get me wrong. They're nice things. But once you achieve a certain level of wealth, your time and mental space become much more important than material goods.
He speaks from the heart. He has very different problems compared to low net worth individuals such as yourself. For example, no problems at all.
Just having my vitamin D, guys. Realised I hadn't taken it today. So you're saying being rich isn't worth hassle. Good. Now we sorted that out, let me ask you something else. Have you considered breaking into the local art market?
There it is. I knew it as soon as you did the Milton 32 note. A fellow entrepreneur. The art market, you say? Sure, hit me with it, as they say. I'm keen to hear what you have in mind.
Let's go straight to it. I've recently discovered a local painter with an enormous potential.
A painter? I'm always looking to expand into new asset classes. Who's the artist?
Grot bags, actually making it granny grot bags. Let's go with Lucinda Schweinhack. Cindy the Skull. I prefer to keep it a secret. I don't want to say, because I don't want them to be able to locate them if this all kicks off, so... But let's go with Lucinda Schweinhack.
Aha! And the name of the piece?
Keith. The arduous slaughter of the 8th Peniped. Let's go with that.
There's no sign of a reaction for a good 3 seconds. Then...
Wonderful things, aren't they? Names. They can completely change your reading of a person, or in this case, a painting.
Nod confidently.
Before I invest, I need to know more about the work. How do I know this asset is going to appreciate with time?
This is the only question that matters. Fail to come up with an interesting hook, and he's out.
Uh-oh.
The comfortably wealthy want their views challenged when making a purchase. Don't hold back.
Staring at it long enough lets you immerse yourself in the Carpari. It's an early entry into an emerging style known as art issue. The artist was struggling, really struggling. You're actually the first person to see this painting after the artist. Value is something you should discover for yourself. What do you see? Oh, art issue. I want art issue or discover it for yourself. Art issue.
Emerging? That's a word with plenty of appeal.
Okay.
What is it that defines this style exactly?
Just tell him the truth. Why does no one ever want to tell the truth? Now is the time to champion the power of the sinuses.
Splatter, disarray, chaos. It's anti-design.
But design is the very signature of humanity.
Shit.
Everything we do is design.
Shit.
Columns, urban architecture, the precise shape of a stapler. What are we without any of that?
So close to envisioning what's beyond. Just needs a little push over the edge.
Exactly. Don't you want to find out what else we could be? This is a new type of design. You'll work it out if you spend more time with it. No. Don't you want to find out what else we could be?
I haven't
Yes.
thought that way before. You might have just opened up a new door in my mind.
Doors, windows, toilet seats. Open whatever it is you need, buddy.
Just make the purchase.
Get on with making a purchase already.
Well, I think that settles it. You found the buyer, my friend.
Amazing.
Pleasure transacting with
How much are we going to get? The light around him warms you like a friendly embrace.
However, there are a few complications. I don't have the cash on me right now to pay for art of this caliber. What I can instead offer are shares in Mauer Koslai Mercury Group.
Shares. That's even better. You can do a lot with them if you play your cards right.
I'm going to accept, Anna. I'm not going to decline. Let's ask what the group... Or let's ask how much they're worth.
I bought these shares many years ago for a steal. As predicted, Mauer Koslai Mercury's operating profit has increased year on year, and there is no signs of it slowing down. People always need Mercury. Which means you could net yourself a considerable profit if you need some immediate liquidity. But if you don't mind waiting, I expect the value of these shares to double within the next 5 years.
Yes, but chances are you can't use them to buy anything right now. No cigarettes, No alcohol. No funky little colourful pills.
What is the group? I kind of just want to accept, but I think we should probably ask what the group is.
It's a Gotwaldian Ilmaran company that specializes in extracting mercury. It's seen massive growth lately due to the discovery of Ryotvark mercury. Have you heard about it? At the moment, it's trading at more than 1.5 times the price of gold. That's because it's an essential component in the next generation of radio computers. Rame's using it in their next model. I can't wait for mine to turn up. My predictions say its improved speed and azimuthal range should increase my trade efficiency by whopping 46%. You really should order one if you don't want to be left behind.
A step forward for technology.
Let's say yes.
But only for those who can afford it.
We have a deal.
Splendid.
You hear the sound of expensive fabrics brushing against each other when it stops. A roll of paper emerges from the radiance.
It looks almost ethereal. Is it even real?
What is it?
This is a stock certificate. Well, a photocopy of one. Nevertheless, it's solid proof
Photocopy?
that you all shares in malware costly mercury.
Okay, thanks.
The light around the individual in front of you changes somehow as you take the scroll. You can't figure out what's different. You just know that it is. Something's rattling within you. It feels like the first penny dropped into a piggy bank. This transaction has changed the physical relationship between you. You are now more alike somehow.
Interesting.
That concludes our part of the transaction. Once you've turned over the asset, my people will get the legal ball rolling. Another deal complete. Welcome to the big leagues! If you haven't already, I'd advise you to consider hiring a personal brand strategist.
Could you hook me up with one?
Unfortunately not. I only know the ones who work with multi-millionaires and beyond. But take a look around, and I'm sure you'll find one. Personal brand strategists are attracted to money like sharks to blood. You'll find having network opens many new doors for you.
Here's an avant-garde proposal. What about Idiot Doom Spiral? He used to hustle and hang out with the sales hawks and trainers of the marketing world. Let's ask him if he knows any personal brand strategists. Oh,
one of the homeless guys.
What this net worth can do. Might score a discount, or better yet, get you some free goods. That's the kind of thing that really makes you feel like a hotshot. Ask the local merchants about it.
Here we go.
Get the chance.
We've got loads of stuff to do now.
So, what's next on the agenda?
Can I have some money?
Could you please stop asking everyone? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
No, I need it. I need it.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man.
Thank you.
As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think they only have coins for coffee machines.
I'll take it.
Here is 3 real.
Thank you.
How much can you get for this?
Unbelievable. You managed to meet a man who's so rich, light literally bends around him, and all you can get out of him is 3 real?
Are you sure?
What's wrong with you?
Are you sure you don't have any more? I thought you were a billionaire.
Yes, I'm sure. You know,
Oh. He's a bit got oh.
maybe you can make that money go.
Okay.
Come up with an investment plan.
Okay, mega rich light bending guy. Okay.
These ultra-liberal types love losing huge sums of money on ludicrous
Damn it.
proposals. Ergo, you should come up with a plan that's totally dead in the water.
Absolutely no chance.
Thanks for stopping by.
No worries. Let's leave. That's good. There's my thumbnail. There's the thumbnail you'll be seeing, guys. Let's leave. Oops. Okay, and let's see how the tasks have now updated. So, become a man of plenty. Get yourself a personal brand strategist. So we need to go over there. What was the other stuff I needed for rich people? Here we go. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. Should we go back in and ask then? Was there stuff that I missed there that I could have been doing? Asking about the world? Let's just see.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Shit, look at my money!
What can I do for you?
Look at my money! Look at my money! How much am I worth? 232,000. But I've got all of this. What? 1, 2, 3. I've got 1 million. Is that 1 million? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 million. What? What can I do with this money? I need a brand strategist, but I just want to spend. I could just go and buy all the cigarettes and booze. Right, we've asked all of this stuff though. And I can't do any of this yet because I'm in no fit state. It cannot be retried. I'm kind of tempted to try one of them. But no, 3% stupid. Let's leave. Okay, let's have a look at this. Photocopy of an official certificate that proves the holder owns shares. You don't know how valuable a photocopy of a stock certificate is now that you think about it. Interacts.
The pearlescent paper adamantly resists being held open. It demands struggle at both ends. The print inside is just as taxing, due to its fine and curlicued font. The most attractive part is the image emblazoned across the top.
Look at the top of the document.
Inside an oval frame is a grey sketch of a curly-haired girl enthusiastically riding an industrial drill. It's churning up hard chunks of rocky ground and scattering them into the air. In the hole created beneath is a silvery river of liquid metal. Her form is terrible. She needs to straighten her back and increase the downward pressure on that machine. Has no one taught her about ergonomics?
Attempt to read the words.
Each letter is shaped like a laugh line, being pulled in a million different directions. They're all grinning at you, pleased with practically being indecipherable.
Squint in the hope of seeing something within the lines.
Your vision blurs into a haze of dark scribbles. It's like looking at a wrought iron fence through a greasy
Focus
lens.
on the header.
A bold black mesh curves around the oval image at the top of the document. It almost looks as if it were penned with intention. Perhaps it was. You're starting to think it might actually say something. If it does, it remains hidden from you. All you see is a baffling enigma, a coiled nest of viper letters. If they even are letters, there must be some form of logic hidden away in there. The certificate threatens to coil back into itself.
Okay. Wow. What's going on with my money now? What's happened? So my net worth is 232,000. Was that just a bug in the game that I was suddenly a millionaire? Oh, is it just when I'm in there I'm a millionaire? No. Was that just a bug? Because I had so much money then, which wouldn't have made sense because my net worth was much lower than the actual money I had. Something just went wrong then, didn't it? I'm still pretty rich, but I can't access it yet, and I need a brand ambassador. Now, really, we're at the hour mark. I should just stop now. It's quite far to go all that way back. Didn't get a chance with this. Brand strategist, not a brand ambassador. Right, so we know... Am I going to remember? I'll remember, won't I, in the next episode to go and speak to one of those homeless people. Or do I do it now? I kind of want to do it now. What time is it? Where am I even going? Yes, sorry. This is right. This is right. Come on. Come on. Come down here. Come on. Let's get the brand ambassador before we finish. Do another 5-10 minutes. Oops, sorry. Sorry. Keep clicking on the wrong stuff. Let's have the chat. I could just pay her to do the signature now. Just totally bribe her. Here we go. Let's get close in for this. You never guess what, guys.
Sunset.
Do you know any personal brand strategists? I need to start building my image.
Things have really turned around for you, haven't they? You've got big money problems now. Don't be shy, Tequila. Of course I'll do it. I'm your man.
Sorry, I'm already taken. Not at Kim.
The lieutenant is about to say something, but gets cut off.
Listen, I'm not about to come between you two. I know my place, eh? I'll just be your personal brand strategist, man. Your high-concept idea generator.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
Great can-do attitude. A billion real mindset. Clinically insane energy. Hire him on the spot.
It is ridiculous to hire this person. I know nothing about them, really. They're obviously, things haven't worked out well for them. Who knows why? But they are currently living on the streets. I say who knows why. He probably told me before and I've forgotten. This voice in my head tells me to hire you, but I'm not so sure. Let's get persuaded.
No, Tequila, no. I'm a professional, you see? I insist that you give me a formal interview.
There we go.
It wouldn't be fair on the other candidates if you didn't. What do you need to know?
Leans forward and takes another sip from his bottle. Brows knitted together in mock seriousness.
What you truly want to know is, can you really trust your entire fortune to a drunk who lost his house keys while out for a jog?
There we go. Give me your best pitch.
Okay. Let me get a sip first.
He manages to down half a bottle, then sits up straight, a hazy but oddly determined stare in his eyes. His finger shoots up.
You see, net worth means nothing to the people of Martinez. Nada. Null. For them to see your wealth, to really respect that, you need to convert it into something real, something tangible. The bigger the better.
Peers into his bottle for inspiration. What are you talking about? I'm the hottest shit in town. I'm as real as it gets. There's nothing more real than the end of everything. Yeah, okay, real like paying bills or eating malt fibre in the morning. To never even grasp the idea of economic non-entities, I feel sorry for them. Yes, show them real art, then they'll be able to appreciate the majesty of my finances.
The Horseback Monument! That's the center of the district. They'd have to pay attention to that. We could get your name up there in lights. Damn thing's due for a reconceptualization anyway.
Yes.
You're aware that monument is supposed to look like it's exploding. It doesn't need renovating.
Oh.
I didn't say renovating. I said reconceptualization. It's medium concept shit is what it is.
How much is this going to cost me?
Nothing up front. That's because I always put the client first. My cut'll come out of the back end, after we've made you a sensation.
We really haven't got time for this. In case
Yes,
you've
Kim.
forgotten, we're supposed to be investigating a murder.
Bore off, Kim.
And forget about contractors and the like. This job I'm handling personally. Concept and execution. Any unexpected expenses we'll take care of later.
Let's do it. You're hired.
That's it.
You're hired.
I'm back.
Takes a celebratory swig, a big one. Too big. The brown liquid cascades down his face and floods his nostrils. I think he's on something, okay? He's got an alcohol problem, but we have to look past that.
Sorry about that, my friend. This isn't about me. This is about you. Of course.
This might go badly, I feel.
A chance for you to give back to the community, to get your brand out there, to teach them your name.
At least his jacket looks good.
I can already see it. Tequila sunset, spelled out in cathode rays, luminous against the evening sky. There won't be a single kid in this town who doesn't know who you are.
We need to speak to kids. We need to find some local kids.
This is a good moment to bring up his drinking. He'll get nothing done if he continues like that.
One more thing. You're going to have to cut back.
Whoa there!
Man looks taken aback, hands high in the air. Tiny droplets of beer flicker in his beard like minuscule pearls.
Yeah. Whoa there. What is this? The fun police?
We're just being sensible, electrochemistry.
No need to worry about that. I've got it all under control. Besides, it helps with my creativity. Gets the business juices flowing, you know?
I do know what you mean. I do become a bit of a superpower when I'm drunk.
Exactly!
Okay, when can you start?
But give me half an hour, my friend. In fact, I demand you to sit down here and not move until I'm back.
Okay.
Open a beer. Chat with your old pals.
The lieutenant massages his temples and looks down at the ground.
Oh, Kim. Poor Kim.
There is little time for this.
We got loads of time.
Relax. I see you both running around like maniacs. Just
Exactly.
Back and forth, back and forth. Gotta live a little. Enjoy the day.
I agree.
He turns his swollen face against the wind. Freezing rain battering his cheeks.
Sure. Sounds like a much needed break from all the work.
Exactly. Just give me a minute or two.
Before you know it, the man has put down the bottle, stood up, and left. Minutes pass. The clouds change shape up in the sky. You chat a bit with old Rosemary. Then, try to strike up a conversation with Don't Call Abigail about something other than Abigail. To no avail. It's all about Abigail.
Oh dear.
The lieutenant sits silent the entire time, preferring to focus on his notebook. Clearly, we have better things to do than sit down and chat
We don't.
a bunch of drunks.
We don't really.
After what feels like ages, you hear the fence creaking as if under a large weight. Look at him. Just look at him.
Please fall. I love these bits when you get a bit of animation in the scenes, you know, extra animation. Perfect. My brand strategist, everyone. You get a little bit of extra animation in a scene that you've already seen so much before. Continue.
It's Idiot Doom Spyro. He's back, like a beast made of jaundice and fetid polypropylene. He returns locked in stiff combat with a most fearsome foe.
What are you doing?
I know. Ran into some problems there. Material shortages and the like. But don't worry. Genius thrives under constraints. That's why you pay for the best.
He seems even more drunk than before.
Oh dear. You seem a bit drunk. Sure you're happy with your work? Good. Can I go and take a look at the monument now? Sure you're happy?
Of course I am. When you're ready, and I don't think you ever will be, just head on over to the Horseback Monument. You'll see. World's gonna know about you, me, and the shiny numbers in our bank account.
Oh no.
The lieutenant closes his notebook and nods at you, ready to go.
But if there's anything else your old friend can do for you...
No. We're leaving. Now, I should stop, but come on. I almost feel like we just simply have to go and have a look at this monument, especially... Okay, no, quick. I do want to log off. I do kind of have to log off, but I can do another 5 minutes or so. I always click on the wrong stuff. Let's go see this monument. And then we'll end what has been one of my favourite episodes. It's in the middle of this, right? Under construction. Stuff's going down.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island. It is surrounded by scaffolding that has been haphazardly erected around it.
Examine the scaffolding.
A matrix of metal tubes and wooden planks jut out at odd angles. A miserable tarpaulin covers up the horse and rider, flapping in the cold coastal air.
That is bad, isn't it? That is bad scaffolding.
There are no lights that spell out your name. No workers with calloused hands leering from above. Just construction materials displayed as if to mourn your misplaced dreams.
Oh dear, oh dear.
That son of a bitch scammed you. Probably to make fun of you.
Well, I haven't been scammed yet. We haven't agreed anything.
This is not what that personal brand strategist of yours promised. No one even knows that you're paying for this reconceptualization.
Oh dear.
Go and have a word with him. The old king looks defiantly to the west, wrapped in makeshift scaffolding, like a mummy.
Oh dear, oh dear. I'm not going to roll for this. We're going to leave. We know the next task is to go back to Idiot Doom Spiral. What a name. I think that's a perfect time to leave it, though. What a great episode. Oh my god. I've absolutely loved this one. Save game. Save game, quit game. Save game, quit game. Thank you, everybody. Really enjoyed that. I'm not sure when this one's going to go out, but you'll know because you watched it and it's come out. So there's no point in speculating about that. If you're hearing these words, then it has been released. Maybe I released it on Monday. Maybe I released it on Friday. Who knows? Yeah, there's literally no point in me talking about this now because it's actually happened. Also, that walk I was talking about, I've done it. I've done it. This is past me talking about something that's happened when you're watching it and hearing these words. I did the walk. Did I do it? Did I have to give up? Hopefully I did it. I'll push through and will have done it. That was really cool. Thank you. Please like the video, comment on the video if you can. Tell all your Disco Elysium friends. We're still getting quite a few views for these. They're tailing off as expected, but we're on episode 24. So, you know, that's a lot of content for anybody to watch all the way through. But thank you very much. I do appreciate anybody who's still watching, especially new friends, like new people who've commented and didn't know about me and my Twitch channel before this. There's quite a few of my Twitch pals who I think have probably stopped watching now, who maybe watched the first few episodes in support. So yeah, anybody who's still about, thank you. We're glad you're enjoying it. Sorry about the hiccups and the burps. I'll be back soon with a new episode. I want to find out what's happening with my brand strategist. I'm excited that I'm mega rich. Is that bad? I should be focusing on the case. No, I'm just thinking about the fact I'm rich. Oh dear. I'm a fan of capitalism. In game. Bye.